Hello and welcome back to Longship Gaming. Very exciting day today. We are going to be playing a new hero against a new villain from Sinister Motives. We will be playing Miles Morales Spider-Man versus Sandman. I already went over the logic, such as there is, of the deck design for this aggression deck in another video. But just to recap, we have 2 copies of Chase Them Down, 2 copies of Clobber, 2 copies of Press the Advantage, 3 copies of Dropkick Spider-Girl, 2 copies of Assault Training, Martial Prowess, and 2 copies of Power of Aggression. For our basic cards, we have Strength, Energy, and Genius. For our allies, Spider-Man, Hobie Brown, Ghost Spider, Mockingbird. We have a Helicarrier for support, Web of Life and Destiny, Across the Spider-Verse, and Plan B, just largely for fun because it's Spider-Ham biting a dude or a duffel bag. I really can't tell what's going on in the picture. So we will get shuffled up and be right back with this first game, well, for me, of Spider-Man and Sandman. We are back. We're shuffled up and ready to go. We are playing Expert, so we're starting on Sandman's second stage. He's got 18 health. He's got a scheme of 1 and an attack of 3. Interesting to note is that all of his damage is indirect. And if Spider-Man or your hero takes any damage at all, it activates the City Streets environment, which we'll get to in a minute. When revealed, resolve the Surging Sands ability in City Streets, which I've already done. And I'll get to that in a minute. His scheme is Hapless Pedestrians. It's a single stage to his main scheme. It's got a threshold of 9 and starts on 2 and increases by 1 each turn. Forced response: after an acceleration token is placed on this scheme, deal 3 indirect damage to the first player. And if we, of course, if that's completed, we lose the game. City Streets, Surging Sands, the special ability. Special, place 1 sand counter here. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to the number of sand counters here, which we have already done because we triggered it from here. There are 5 in total. 5 cards were discarded. As a hero action, exhaust a character you control. Remove sand counters from here equal to that character's attack. Limit once per round per player. That's going to be very difficult to keep down. So as far as I can see with this, with Sandman, is he's difficult to defend against because of all that sand getting into the nooks and crannies of your costume. You also have to worry about this accelerating, and it's going to be very easy for it to do so because it's basically going to be dumping cards out of his encounter deck every turn, speeding him up. So this is going to be challenging to see if we can balance all 3 of these because they're all going to be a problem all the time. Okay, so I have dealt myself the starting 6 cards. Let's go over Spider-Man. So Miles Morales in his alter ego form is 4 recovery. Response: after you change to this form, shuffle 1 Spider-Man card from your discard pile into your deck, starting on 9 health. And on Spider-Man's side, he's got a 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. So pretty good baseline stats across the board. Venom Blast special: deal 2 damage to an enemy, stun that enemy. It's going to be coming very handy. Spider Camouflage special: give Spider-Man a tough status card and confuse an enemy. So both of these, I think, will be, he's very well suited to either take no damage or to be able to stun Sandman, hopefully on a regular basis. But we need the cards to actually trigger his special to do so. So our opening 6 cards: Web of Life and Destiny, Press the Advantage, Energy, Web Shot, Arachnobatics, and Across the Spider-Verse. Well, let's see. Since it's the first time, ignore this card's resource cost if your identity has a Web Warrior trait. Okay. So we don't yet. We'll have to flip over to do that. Let's see. Nobody's stunned yet for Press the Advantage. Web Shot, Hero Action Attack, deal 4 damage, and resolve Venom Blast if paid for with an energy. Aha. We definitely want that to be able to stun him right off the bat. In Acrobatics, deal 2 damage to an enemy. If that enemy has a stun status card, deal 3 additional damage to it. If that enemy has a confused status card, deal 1. Oh, wow. Okay. And then Across the Spider-Verse, exhaust a Web Warrior card you control. Search your discard pile for a Web Warrior ally and put it into play. Then choose a player. Okay, well, we don't have any Web Warriors that are in the discard at this stage. And I don't think we need to hang on to that one, but I want to hang on to everything else because they're so good. Okay, so let's mulligan and we get a genius. Just helps us pay for more stuff. Okay, so we're going to flip over Spider-Man side. We're going to play out Web of Life and Destiny because we are a Web Warrior. Let's then start out with spending 2 energy on a Web Shot. So it's going to do 4 damage to an enemy, and I paid for it using a energy resource to resolve Spider-Man's Venom Blast ability, which is deal 2 damage to an enemy and stun that enemy. So we're going to do a grand total of 6. And stun him right away. Can't complain about that. Be able to put a lot more damage on Sandman with an Arachnobatics, but I kind of want to get the card off of Press the Advantage while he's stunned. So we're going to use Arachnobatics to Press the Advantage to do another 2 damage. Draw a card. Wow. Do I want to do that again? Sure. Kind of a waste of a resource, but down to 8. Draw a card. Chase them down. So I think that went very well for us. I want to thwart, I think. Get those 2 off there. There's a chance we might be able to defeat him next turn. And this would be very useful for us. Maybe it won't. No, I'm going to get rid of that. Draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Spider-Man, Hobie Brown, Jefferson Davis, Chase Them Down, Plan B, and Web Shooter. Okay. So over to Sandman. So he's going to scheme. He's not going to attack. So nothing happens there. And our encounter card. And he's going to attack. There's no point really in... I will take the damage regardless in this situation. So I'll just take the 3 plus nothing. Down to 6. Unfortunately, that is going to trigger Surging Sands. So it puts another counter on it. And we're going to discard 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. On to us. Really want to get this Spider-Man out. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to take him out this turn, so I'm going to use Chase him down for the web shooter, which has 3 counters on it. Use that resource, and then Jefferson and Plan B to bring out Hobie. Spider-Man leaves play, discard the top 3 cards in the counter deck, deal damage to the villain equals... Oh, okay. Wonder if we just want to use him as a blocker. I think that actually might be worthwhile. So we're going to get a lot of draw out of this. So we are going to knock off 2 of those counters. Just use him as a blocker against Sandman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5. Martial prowess, power of aggression, assault training, double life, assault training. Okay. So he's going to scheme. He's going to attack. This is indirect damage. So I am going to defend because I don't want him to dump more cards. It's only 3, so I'm going to let Hobie take all of them. So Spider-Man leaves play, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, deal damage to the villain equal to the number of boost icons discarded this way. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's down to 4. And in response, Web of Life and Destiny, I draw another card. Aha, dropkick. Excellent. Okay. Encounter card. Gang up. So he's going to attack. Yeah, base of attack of 3. 4, 5. Ugh. Down to 1. It's going to trigger this. He's going to lose 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That really hurt. Okay. Let's as a resource. Power of aggression to drop kick. So we're going to deal the 4 damage. Oh, he go down. He takes him down to 0. Just going to flip him. Just going to put another counter on, which is going to get rid of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He now has 19. And his attacks now have overkill. That's pretty nasty. But I do draw a card. We get Clobber. What do we want to do now? Clobber's not really that great for us. So we are going to use double life. Change your form. If you paid with a card using a strength resource, ready your identity, which I did. Now, if you change this form, shuffle one Spider-Man card from your discard pile into your deck. What do we want? I think we want Web Shot. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yikes. Oh, I forgot to put stun on him. Let's spend martial prowess for assault training. Exhaust this. To shuffle an aggression card back, and that's going to be drop kick. Then we're going to recover. Go up to 5. We're going to dump assault training. Draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And ready up. Arachnobatics, Ghost Spider, Helicarrier, Strength, Clobber, Swing in. Okay. Back to Sandman. He's going to scheme. He is going to use a scheme of 1 for 2 more. Encounter card. Common Criminal. Scheme of 0, attack at 1, surge, alter ego action, spend a strength resource to deal 3 damage to Common Criminal. If this minion is defeated this way, choose to either draw 1 card or remove 3 threat from a side scheme. Yeah, that's actually not bad. It surges. Panic in the streets. Treat the printed text box of each location support and each persona support as if it were blank, except for traits. Do I have any locations or personas? No, I do not. And it has a threat of 5. Okay. Well, we don't want that Common Criminal hanging around. Let's first do assault training to get another event back. do press the advantage because it's inexpensive and draws a card. Yeah. Gotta make sure that that goes into the deck, yes. Okay. Okay. Might as well spend the helicarrier. I can't think of any other reason to use it at the moment. Oh, no, hold on. Hold on, hold on. I don't need to do that. I can flip over. We can clobber. Does 3 damage. Okay. No, let's roll that back. Because the only way that we're going to get the benefit is if we do it while we're in alter ego. So, yeah, I might as well just spend clobber on that. So that gets rid of the common criminal, and I'm going to use that to get rid of 3 off of the side scheme. Okay. Next. Now we're going to switch over. Think we want to confuse him? But I also want to get Ghost Spider out. Okay. Let's use our last web shooter and the helicarrier to play out swing in. So remove 4 threat from a scheme. And I'll use the wildcard resource as a genius resource. So that resolves his spider camouflage. So now I get a tough card. And he gets confused. Going to thwart to get rid of Panic in the Streets. And yeah, let's get Gwen out. And Gwen will attack. Gets him down to 17. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop kick. Web shot, drop kick, defense mechanism, and power of aggression. Okay. So he's going to scheme. He cannot attack because he is stunned. Encounter card. Peril. Place 1 acceleration token in the main scheme, exhaust a character you control, and spend 1 resource of any type. I do not want acceleration because that will damage me too much. Spend a resource of any type. Let's we don't need both drop kicks, and we're going to be able to web shot this turn, so Gwen can get exhausted. Okay. Back to us. We are 100% going to web shot. And since this is a wild card from Power of Aggression into web shot, we can choose for it to be energy. So that's 4 damage down to 13. He is stunned again. He takes an additional 2 damage from Venom Blast. Do we thwart, or do we flip over, hang on to these ones? Get a card back and heal. Because you won't be able to scheme unless we're extraordinarily unlucky. Yeah, let's flip over. I've got the tough. No, you know what? We're going to do it anyway. Go up to 9. Change this form. Shuffle 1 Spider-Man card from the discard pile. It's going to be a web shot. That card is bonkers good. And we'll hang on to these 2. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Defense mechanism, drop kick, Mockingbird, web shot, drop kick, double life. Okay then. Over to Sandman. He's going to scheme. He's confused. Encounter card. Dirt Trap. When defeated, resolve the Surging Sands ability on city streets and then resolve it again. Alright, well hopefully he's not going to last long enough for that to matter. That's nasty. He's got 11 left, huh? Web shot is 6. +4 +4. Sorry, +2 +2. So 2, 4. Well, either way, we're gonna flip over. So right now we're at 4 damage, 8 damage, 10 damage. Can we squeak out one more? I don't know if we can on this turn. But we definitely want to trigger Venom Blast again. So, oh, he's already stunned. Yeah, we still need to do the damage, though. Or do we slow roll this to make sure that we don't lose out of nowhere? We don't need to scheme. Okay. So we will spend double life and defense mechanism to play out web shot. So 4 more damage. Triggering Venom Blast for 2 more damage. And then Ghost Spider and Spider-Man will both attack. Bring him down to 1. Don't really have enough to finish him off this turn. I'm just going to hang on to, well, I'm going to hang on to 1. No, I need that for the resource. Just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong here. Yeah, we're going to hang on to those. Got him down to 1, and he's stunned. 1, 2. Spider-Girl, press the advantage. Okay. He's going to scheme. He's stunned, so he can't attack. His last encounter card, Loose Ends. When revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile, set aside area, and remove from game area for a copy of your obligation, then reveal it. During that reveal, if you change alter ego form, discard 1 random card from your hand. If your obligation was not revealed this way, card gains surge. Okay. So. Wow, I can bring them back from remove from game. That's an interesting mechanic. It's a... I know my obligation's in here somewhere. We probably... There it is. Keeping secrets. Well, we know also that this causes a reshuffle. So acceleration goes on here. We will take 3 damage, down to 6. Reveal it. During the reveal, if you change, discard 1 random card from your hand. Okay. Exhaust Miles Morales. Discard Genki Lee. Okay, we don't have them anyway. So, exhaust. Oh, I didn't take that damage because I had the tough. That's right. And discard 1 card at random. Not that it's really going to matter. So there goes one of my drop kicks. That's removed from the game. And now it's back to me. And yeah, I mean, you have to flip back. Ghost Spider takes out Sandman with a kick. Very interesting. That was a good game. And it really is a case of I picked the right Web Warrior to start with against Sandman. Keeping him stunned consistently like that was invaluable to stop him burning through the deck even faster than he already did. He's pretty potent. He's quite the threat. Again, if I wasn't pulling those stun cards, the ability to trigger his ability or drop kicks or any of those and be able to keep cycling them back and forth by switching between alter ego and hero. That's pretty impressive. I really like that. So far, this deck seems to work, but we'll see how that goes taking on future heroes. So villain number 2 in Sinister 6 will be taken on by Gwen. So we'll try Ghost Spider next time with her protection deck. But I really think aggression was the right key to taking on Sandman. It's a very fun scenario where you have to think about 3 dangerous things all at the same time. The scheme, the environment, and of course, him attacking with the indirect damage all the time, which triggers City Streets. So, that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments below what I could have done differently, what you liked about it. Hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and the notification bell for when I put up new videos. So I will see you next time with Ghost Spider. Until then, happy gaming.